All right, guys, what is going on? Welcome, Crypto FUD. And let's jump right into this, guys. I know today is not a good day, right? Today has been just like it's been for the last few weeks, maybe the last month or two, right? It's been just a complete shit show. But let's get into some stuff. Explain to you what I've been doing as far as some of the trades I picked up today, and why I'm still going to stay optimistic and I really do think that we are in just a place right now of consolidation, and out of nowhere, we're going to start taking off, and everybody that's right now crying and blah, blah, they're all going to be back, right? So just bear with me. Let's stick to this. Let's do this. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday. The market's down. Where I live, it's been raining all freaking day, and I live in Florida where it's sunshine, so it normally doesn't rain all day. We get bad storms, but it's like 30 minutes. It has been just how the market is how the weather's been all day. So it's been like a sleepy, boring day, but I've been making money today, believe it or not. Text, what's going on? So what's good, my guy? You still into Milady? Bro, I mean, we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about Milady because I pointed her out the other day. I currently don't have an open trade in Milady, but I pointed some stuff out the other day on why I thought she was a good trade at some of the price points that she's been at. So we'll definitely bring that up here in a second for sure. Make sure you guys are slapping that like, and let's just get right into this. So Bitcoin right now just jumped into 92,900. She's been struggling today, guys. I'm not gonna lie. There's been massive FUD out today. Obviously, we had the Bybit hack last week on Friday. Now we're seeing a little bit continuation for that. We covered this on our members only streams that we had this past weekend in regards to the hack, what I thought about it, and what I've been doing. We've been covering some good stuff in the members only stream. I've literally every day I've been making money off of these this downward action, right? Obviously through leverage, but not just opening up a short, and hoping that I open it up at the great time. No, I've been having a logical explanation behind all my madness, and I've been pulling out 30, 40, 50% moves every single day on my leverage trading. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys hit that join button. It's under $5. You can probably make that $5 within minutes of just watching some of my streams and kind of not financial advice, but kind of, seeing what I'm doing right now with this kind of price action that we've been in. So you guys can see 92,009, we broke out of this consolidation zone. Remember last week, or I don't know if I brought this up in a members stream or not, but I mentioned that we keep bouncing in this consolidation was a good thing, right? Because usually when you see Bitcoin consolidating, it usually means that it's found a bottom, right? And it's kind of just trading sideways, and it's going to probably end up indicating some kind of a big move towards the upside. Well, as of Friday and today, technically we're still making moves towards the downside. I actually just closed a short, and I'm kind of pissed off that I did, because this thing has moved down a few $100s since I closed a short for 40% of my position that I opened up a few days ago. So it is what it is. But guys, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Was watching YouTube today. It's rough out here for YouTubers right now. And I know you're like, oh, who gives a shit, right? It is rough to come out right now and talk crypto when everybody's portfolios are in the red right now, right? You have everybody freaking just down and out. Even in the Discord right now, it's been ghost town because nobody wants to talk about crypto because everybody's portfolios are in the shitter, right? This usually indicates that we're getting close to some kind of a bottom somewhere. Do we need to maybe drop down to some of these levels that we haven't seen necessarily in the last few months? Potentially, right? I think, honestly, if Bitcoin can drop down to maybe around 91.3, somewhere around this area, you can see this has been an area where we've bounced off of multiple times. I'm not going to say that's going to be the answer, right, for us to find a bottom and bounce necessarily. We might need to go crazy, and we might need to see some $80,000 Bitcoins or something somewhere near there just to really shake out all the sellers so we can start getting back in and the buyers can take over. But for right now, there's a lot of FUD. There's a lot of FUD going on. We had the Bybit hack, right, which they haven't been able to recover those funds. They haven't been able to pause any of the selling pressure. And we talked about this yesterday on the members only stream. They sent a lot of that money into mixers, right? Like Tornado Cash, not Tornado Cash exactly, but something similar to that, where They send it in there. It's hard to trace. But they found out that they've actually, that hack, they've traded it in. They didn't just sell for US dollar or a stable coin. They traded it in for Bitcoin, Monero, and a few other projects. So that's potentially why we're seeing downward action for today. On top of the big news for today, Binance has been selling off of Solana. I don't understand why exactly, because I haven't really, looked into it as much, but we have confirmation that that Binance has been selling, Solana for right now. So what have I been doing? Technically, now that Solana has dropped down to some of these levels, 140, 145, I've been actually picking up Solana, believe it or not. I always tell you guys, I've been around. I feel like I'm not a veteran in crypto necessarily, but I've been around for about 5 years, right? Been trading actively through 5 years. I've gone through two bear markets. I've gone through, when I started, we were technically in a bull market, and we finished off in a bull market, then we went through a bear market, and then we've gone through a bull market. So I've been through a few cycles, right? The point of what I'm getting to is what we're seeing today, just with Solana in the market, I've seen it probably 10 times in that last 5 years, right? And every time the market has pulled through, every time, right? It freaking sucks, right? Trust me, when I'm sitting here accumulating Solana and some of these other positions, it's hard to hit the buy button. It really is. Even how many times I've done this and it's paid out, right? It's still hard to do because you have that in the back of your mind, like either you've been buying the dip and you're like, bro, I can't buy anymore, or you're kind of like, shit, if I buy right now, what if it continues to drop? Like, what, should I wait? It's like you're kind of in that position, or at least I am, so I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to be able to time the market necessarily, but I know when there's usually a lot of FUD for a particular project that I'm interested in, that I love, like Solana, and it's down considerably more than what most other projects. I mean, you think about this. Solana, that's a multi-billion-dollar project, is down more than a lot of these alts, down over 13% right now. I'm taking advantage of that, right? Now, I know it might drop more. It probably will. And what am I going to do is I'm going to just keep picking up more Solana, right? I'm going to keep adding to my bag because obviously I believe in Solana's ecosystem. We already know that there's a ETF coming down the road at the end of the year. So why not prepare for a lot of this stuff, right? But I completely respect everybody that's pretty much, that's out of funds or exhausted with buying the dips, and it just keeps dipping, So for Solana, it looks like it found some support around that 140, 141. That is a big level that we've had marked for a while as far as a big spot for some support. So you can see this big, massive red candle down, basically dropping at that 140. I actually just activated buys right when we dropped down to that level. I started picking up some Solana. Didn't go crazy, picked up a few, and I'm going to just continue to do that if and as we move down towards the downside. So, guys, listen, I'm right here with you. I understand it stinks, but this is nothing that we've never seen before, right? So if you're thinking, oh, it's over with or it's just done, we've been through this so many times just in the last 5 years that I can only imagine people that have been in the crypto space for 10, 8, 7, whatever plus years, they've gone through this. They're like a pro. This is nothing to them, So Demon said, I'm thinking of putting $200 more into Milady, but it looks like it won't go to 500 million mark cap, so I might put that in Wojak. I'm gonna pull up Milady's chart here right now. Jake said, what do I do if I'm over leveraged on Solana at $210? Jake, we were just in a members only stream yesterday talking about all this. What do you mean if you're over leveraged on Solana? Oh, wait, you don't mean like you have leverage open, right? You mean you bought in, that's your average price at 210? Is that what you're meaning? Demon said, same here. My money is getting tight right now. Been seeing so many dips this whack ass bull run. I hear you guys. Let me pull up Milady. Jake, I'm waiting for your response, brother. So I pointed out the other day on Milady particularly. This was before we saw any of this like rebound. We saw this big drop, and I was like, guys, listen, this buy right here at 30, at this 30 level was probably a move, but I said short term, right? And if that was the case, you could see just even average, it was about a 50% move from that retracement right there, right? So, but screw all that, right? We're talking about now. For Milady particularly, the market cap has gotten down so low that it sucks, right? It's hard to look at, and you start getting worried, like, is this shit really going to go to zero? I don't think it's going to go to zero. I think, honestly, right now at $25 million is a freaking steal. Let me explain why I personally haven't been buying Milady, is because I'm forced to buy it on crypto.com. And it's expensive as shit to buy and sell on crypto.com. I'm going to be completely blunt with you. It is. Not talking about hundreds or 200. I'm talking about when you buy big bags and you go and sell them and you're up maybe a few grand. You go to sell and you only take $500 profit because crypto.com's taking 60% of that profit, or whatever the case is. And I know someone's on crypto.com's like, we don't do that. It's insane. They're selling. They inflate the price so you think you have a lot more worth. When you go to sell, it's 10% less on price, and then on top of that, they're taking another 10%. So you see 20-25% deduction on that sale. That can add up to a lot of money. So I'm just I honestly have been staying away from accumulating Milady right now on crypto.com. But personally, these meme coins, bro, they have been decimated. This isn't just a Milady things. I personally, I'm in on Myro and Maniki for the two meme coins that I have. And I mean, they are absolutely decimated right now with market caps, something that I never thought that I would ever see on Myro particularly, right? So Milady's at 25. I think Myro's at 18 million. It's absolutely insane. $15 million. $15 million market cap. This is, it's insane. It's absolutely crazy, right? So, right now, meme coins are cooked. I didn't just say that in the on the front of the YouTube page. It is actually, they're cooked for right now. They really are. But we've seen this before. We've seen this before where meme coins, they look like it's over with, it's done, and then out of nowhere, they just start absolutely ripping. And especially, I feel like they're setting themselves up. Something like Myro, something like Milady, even Bunk, Pepe, they've lost so much market cap liquidity that it's going to take nothing for these things to at least 2 to 3x on that first, major run. And I'm telling you guys, we're going to be here watching it, and everybody's going to be coming back in. I'm going to have 100 people in here. Oh my God, meme coins are going crazy. Can you look up this meme coin? Can you look at that meme coin? But all those people are not buying right now, right? They're sitting at home. They're pouting. They're not watching the stream. I don't care about crypto right now, and then it's whenever we start pumping like crazy, they're going to be the ones buying back in, or adding to the bag while we're up 70, 80, or 2x and 3x and whatever the case is. So, it's the same stuff, same shit I saw back in 2021. I'm talking about to the T, exactly the same. But I can't sugarcoat it or anything like that. It sucks, guys. It really does. It sucks. So, Jake said, yeah, over leveraged like I have too much money in coins that are down 30% and can't DCA to get prices down a meaningful amount. Jake said, yeah, all I can do is wait and hope that the price goes back eventually. I just don't want to be exit liquidity on this cycle, and at this point I don't expect profit for this cycle. Oh, don't give up, bro. Obviously not financial advice, bro. Listen, like I just said, man, this is nothing that we haven't seen. It stinks, right? And there's going to be nothing that I can particularly say right now that's going to make you feel bullish, because right now everything's in the red. Until your portfolio bounces back in the green, that's the only thing that's really going to make you feel any better, right? But I'm here to tell you guys, and here to tell you, Jake, directly, bro, we've been through this, man. We've been through this, and we're going to get through it again, right? So, right now, I know it feels crazy, but Bitcoin right now is at $92,000+. We're still up like crazy for Bitcoin, and it's not going to take much for Bitcoin to really start retracing back up. So, it just sucks right now because, like I said, there's a lot of sell pressure going on for the market. So right now, fear and greed, right now, I know this is outdated, but it's at 40. I know tomorrow it's probably going to be back into the fear because the way Jake's talking, Demon's talking, the way everybody's talking, I know that fear is very ripe right now. You know how else I can know that the markets are doing shitty? I don't even have to look at the charts. Right now, there's 10 people in here, right? Normally, we have 30, 40 people in here, to asking questions. And no one wants to talk about crypto right now, or they want to go to a stream where they're going to sit there and try to tell them all this bullish shit. And it's just like, it sucks right now. For the ones that aren't making money, it does. But, so let's talk about a couple plays that I'm looking at right now. So I told you guys I've been accumulating Solana. I'm looking at Call right now. Call is down 17 million. I can't believe Call's got a bigger market cap than Myro. Wow. It's crazy. So I'm looking at Call right now. I am waiting. I'm going to see if we can maybe drop down to this 20 level, somewhere around there. And I am going to be converting my Crow into Call. That's a play that I'm looking at right now, because the other day we did this and Call jumped up like 50% out of nowhere. So definitely looking to jump back in there right now. Like I always tell you guys, I'm buying when everybody's shitting themselves, right? When everybody is terrified is when I'm usually accumulating. So, it is bad out there. It's red across the board. Wait until you see this. You guys ready? Look at this. Absolutely devastation out there. Absolutely devastation out there. Freaking, look at this, guys. It is a bad day in the market. Damn, Bitcoin just dropped down even more. I'm pissed because I didn't mean to. I should never have closed my short. I closed it for a big gain, but should have never closed my short. So let me pull up the other chart real quick, because we need to figure out where's Bitcoin going real quick. So our next spot for some big support most likely is going to be around 91.9. It looks like Bitcoin is edging to that area, that 91.9 area. If we don't hold that 91, we're most likely going to be hitting 88,000, folks, is what it's looking like. We're probably going to be coming back and slapping that 88,000. But what I will tell you is we've actually come down. Look at this. We've come down to 89,000 before, which was back at last month, January the 13th. We actually hit 89,000. And then a few days later, we were at 109,000, right? So, I don't know what else to say here, guys. Like, it's just like it sucks because if you look, we've been in a downward trend for sure. But at some point, we are going to hit the bottom, right? We're going to hit the bottom of the seabed, and we're going to eventually start moving, either just trading sideways for a little bit and eventually moving up, or we're going to bounce and see a big V-shaped recovery. So, it is what it is. But I'm calling for the next levels for 91.9, and then if that breaks, which that's like our live support. Look where every time we've seen one of these big drops, it's been at around or at 91.9. That has been the area, right? Other than maybe a few times we dropped a little bit before and then rebounded fast, and then this 89,000, which we thought it was all over with, and boom, we made all-time highs right after, right? That was literally right around the inauguration, I believe it was. So it's rough out there. Let's pull up some bullish stuff real quick, guys, because y'all are killing me right now. So MicroStrategy adds over 20,000 Bitcoin to close in on 500,000 Bitcoin mark. My dude, I had to read it second. I was like, wait, he bought 20,000 Bitcoin? Holy hell. I think right now he's actually holding 3% of the circulating supply of Bitcoin, if I'm not mistaken. So the big whales are accumulating right now, guys. They're taking advantage of this, right? Strategy, he said this, I think, I don't even know. I'll pull it up on his Twitter, but he said this the other day. He doesn't even look at Bitcoin's price. He just, whenever it's time and he has the funds, he just accumulates and buys, right? Because he knows the mission. He knows long-term where Bitcoin's going to head. And if he just sits there and he looks at this charts, if he looks at the chart daily, he's going to drive him freaking crazy, right? Because then he's going to be thinking, did I make the right decision? Kind of like what we all do, So Strategy, formerly known as MicroStrategy, is nearing the 500,000 Bitcoin milestone after its latest acquisition. A February 24th U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission filing revealed that MicroStrategy acquired 20,356 Bitcoin for $1.99 billion. Excuse me, paying an average of 97.5. Damn, why didn't he just wait a little bit? Right? My boy just picked up over 20,000 Bitcoin at $5,000 more than what we're at right now. So this brings the firm's total Bitcoin holdings to 499,096, which are now valued at $47 billion. Since Michael Saylor led the company, began accumulating Bitcoin, it has spent $33.1 billion, including fees, at an average purchase price of $66,000 per Bitcoin. The latest buy contributes to a strong start in 2025, with Strategy reporting 6.9% Bitcoin yield from January 1st to February 23rd, a Bitcoin gain of 30,700, and a total valuation increase of $2.9 billion. So that's crazy right there. I know, it doesn't really affect the price right now for Bitcoin, and you wouldn't even know, but you have to remember, when these guys are buying Bitcoin, he didn't just go to Coinbase and buy, sign on to his Coinbase account and buy straight from there. If he did buy from Bitcoin or from any of these exchanges, it's through an OTC, right, where they actually buy from their reserves. But what do you think? Let's just say he bought through Coinbase, because I think that's one of those places that he usually picks up his Bitcoin. He buys through OTC so they don't manipulate the market. But what do you think Coinbase is going to be doing on the back end? They're probably going to be, buying more Bitcoin so they can be able to sell to their users as well. So, I mean, it eventually does trickle into the market as some buying off of Bitcoin. So, and then, the big thing that I wanted to talk about today was Solana's price forms a death cross as active users' revenue crash. So Solana's been having a crazy run. It really has. Right now, it is currently sitting at around 143 right now. I told you guys I am picking up Solana as we speak. So Solana token has dived to 159. Now it's at 143. Its lowest level since November the 6th, and 46% down from its highest level in February. This crash has happened as the ecosystem faces major challenges amid the meme coin price weakness. The total market cap of all Solana meme coins has moved from $25 billion in January to $9.8 billion. Most highly popular tokens like Dog with Hat, Official Trump, Pudgy Penguins have shed billions in value, right? So this right here shows you that Solana, they bet a lot on, their ecosystem and meme coins being built on their ecosystem. When you're in a time like right now where the market is very edgy, and people are not taking on riskier assets like meme coins and small cap projects, usually they're staying into bigger projects like Bitcoin, usually Solana, XRP, Ethereum, stuff like that. Meme coins are going to be devastated because not a lot of people are wanting to buy at these lows, right? They're going to look back and probably kick themselves, because buying some of these projects at some of these market caps that we just pointed out are things I never thought we could see in a while, right? So so they're betting off the meme coins. A lot of people aren't buying meme coins, so Solana's ecosystem has been taking a dive. And then on top of that, you have a lot of FUD from today with Binance selling off a lot of Solana. Now, I don't know exactly why they're selling off Solana particularly, or what's going on. So I'm guessing we'll probably figure out. I'm sure some of you guys know from other channels as well. So if you do know, let me know. Gina, what's going on, girl? Let's hear. So this trend has affected its internal metrics. Token terminal data shows that the number of active users has dropped to 87.3 million. Its lowest level since October the 7th. It has dropped from the November high of 137 million. So 87 million active users probably daily today versus 137 million at their high in November. So you can see it's almost 50% less people are trading meme coins on their ecosystem right now. Why? Well, I just explained why. Because when the market is doing what it's doing right now, and you have a lot of fear in the market, people aren't buying meme coins. I said I've seen this shit before. I saw it with Doge, Shiba, all these projects, before they actually went, crazy and popped. a lot of people didn't. They smeared at Dogecoin, and they were like, hell no, I'm not buying Dogecoin right now, because the market was really, choppy before we really started going on our parabolic run. And I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm buying Dogecoin at 2 cents. And you guys know what happened after that. It ran up to, I believe, 78 cents was the high, at some point. But before it did all that, it was almost like this where we're at right now, where it was hell. Especially for a lot of these meme coins, but really for the whole altcoin, really for the whole crypto space, at little spots during 2021. Particularly, I always bring it up. If you really go back, this chart right here is a little too much on the eyes, but if you go back, I've been referring to this for a while now, and hopefully it plays out, properly as far as where I think we are on this time frame. Remember, things aren't going to always be the exact same, but I feel like we're in a similar situation right here. This is 2021, and look where this right here. This was when there was a lot of pain in the market. Bitcoin was at all-time highs at around 65, and it took a shit and dropped down to 29K, right? Over a 50% drop in Bitcoin alone. What do you think altcoins were doing during that time? It was freaking a fire sale, madness. All your favorite YouTubers, well, most of them were telling you that Bitcoin was going back to $3,000, So imagine Johnny coming in, spending his hard earning money, coming in and his favorite YouTubers telling him that Bitcoin's about to go to 3K and meme coins are freaking done. They're panic selling, just adding on to it. But look what happened after. We freaking shot up to make new all-time highs later on that year, right? So I keep referring back to where I really do think, because this will also, 2020 was like 2024. We saw a beautiful year where there was a lot of parabolic running. But remember, 2020 obviously was, the pandemic, but it was also an election year. 2024 was an election year. We go into January, right? And you see January's right here. We saw a massive drop in January. February, we started to run. We haven't seen that yet, right? So time frames are a little different, but things seem very similar to around that time in 2021. Another thing too that seems similar that we covered on last week's stream as well was those stimmy checks. Now they're talking about stimmy checks, and there's a lot of traction behind it on those stimmies. I already said it. Those stimmies get dropped. You have income taxes dropping right now. People, as we speak, are getting income taxes. I know the economy is rough right now, as far as people wanting to pay, they have to pay their bills, and it's expensive to, just live right now. But some of that money is going to trickle in, and you better believe if they do $5,000-$8,000 stimulus checks, you're going to see a lot of that money come flowing in to a lot of into the crypto space. And what do you think Johnny's going to be trying to cash in on? Johnny's heard all these stories about, young people throwing in money and becoming millionaires. Dude just got $5,000 stimulus check. Where do you think he's going? You think he's going to go buy $5,000 in Bitcoin? That'd probably be the safer bet. Hell no. He's going in. He's dropping $3,000 on me, lady, and he's dropping the other $2,000 on Myro. And my boy's telling everybody he is about to be rich. So that's what I think. If stimulus checks drop, that's probably what's going to happen. So hold on one second. My dog just came flying in here. All right. My dog comes flying in here and busts the damn door open. It's like, bro, can you shut the door behind you? Just kidding. So yeah, that's where I'm pretty much thinking that we're at right now. But let's jump into what's going on with Solana. So obviously active users has dropped down 50%. This is a sign that some Solana users have sold their tokens, obviously, right? So Solana's revenue has also dropped from $1 million a day. It made 978 on February the 14th, down this year, peaked to Solana's revenue also dropped below 1 million a day. Oh, it made 978,000 on February the 14th, down from its year peak of $44 million in a day. That's how much money they were collecting on fees. Holy shit. The decentralized exchange industry is also not doing well as Solana's meme coins plunge. Its DEX volume dropped by 36% in the last 7 days to 16.7 billion, lower than Ethereum's 18.3 billion and Binance's 16.9 billion. And then they pretty much give us a chart on what they're expecting with Bitcoin. They're possibly saying that we could drop down to 109,000. Now, where are they getting that 109? They're getting that 109 potentially. And look, this is a spot for that we have marked as some support. They're potentially getting that 109 from this big giga drop that we saw briefly last year in August. It dropped down to about 109, 1010 or 1010, 109, 110, right? So they're saying that potentially if things continue to, if we continue to see the sell pressure, we could see Solana potentially find or come around and maybe find some support. 22% drop from where it's at technically right now at around 110 is what they're saying potentially could happen. So I think that's kind of, I think that would be awesome. Personally, it would suck because like Myro and all these other projects would absolutely be destroyed. But at the same time, man, that would be such a big buying opportunity in my opinion. Just my opinion, right? I tell you guys, what I've learned, man, if you talk to me back in 2020 to 2025, 2020, bro, I was like, I would watch some of these YouTubers and I would be shit scared. Like, fuck, my $500. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, did I make the right, and just shit myself. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm like, bruh, this is a buying opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at it, I'm like, hell yes. Now, also take into consideration, I was calling our previous top, as far as 108. I told, I'm not like I told you, but I brought this up in the channel, right? That we had formed a bear flag and that we probably were going to see, some downward movement. And I sold off on all my assets at the time, right? While everybody else was so bullish and we're going, here and there, I sold off all my assets. So I did start buying back very early, from where we're at right now. I am down considerable on a lot of my meme coins, but I'm not down like, I know a lot of people are that have been holding for a very long time. I took profits and basically threw profits back into the market. I didn't go crazy and go 100%. I threw profits that I just made back into the to the market. So it sucks. I don't care. Profits, that's money, right? So if it's down, I'm still like, damn, I'm down. But at the same time, I know things could have been a lot worse, so I kind of position myself, I guess, better than most people did, what I'm saying? Because I've been around and I've done this shit, guys, I'm telling you. But I was on here and I was saying, that I was going to be moving all my assets, or that I did move my assets when we were around that 105 to 108 area. So, it is what it is, but I will do that again. I promise. I always talk to my members and I always tell them I'm looking out for them, and I am. But I do come on these I come on these the actual stream, and I try to give the sauce out here. You know what I'm saying, on what I'm doing. I'm not telling you to do what I'm doing, but profits is profits, right? I always look at it as the analogy. You can't go broke making profits, right? Yeah, it sucks if you sell early and the market continues to run. But it's just like that analogy that your grandpa used to tell you, you live to fight another day, right? Well, if you ain't making profits, you're not living to fight another day. Now you're shitting yourself and you're trying to figure out how to minimize your losses, So it is what it is. It is what it is, but you are going to be in that position again, right? If you can hold strong, not financial advice, we will be back up, guys. We will be. There just might be more pain ahead of us, right? And like I said, we have these two areas that we're really looking at for Bitcoin particularly, and that's going to be where I think we are probably going to visit tonight, most likely, is at 91,009. And then if that does break, that 88.9 area is probably going to be the spot where it's going to have to hold, right? If that 88.9 does not hold, really technically 88,852. If that does not hold, I'm even going to start running around going crazy like, just kidding. We're going to be fine, guys. I promise. I know it fucking sucks. I know YouTube's probably going to be like, bro, you cursed too much during this video. But listen, I understand it stinks, and I can't say that enough for you to feel better about your financial, portfolio or whatever. But just from my opinion, I've been here, we've done this, and we always prevail, guys. We always do. So, Demon said, damn, Jasmine's going down. I would imagine Jasmine's going down, right? Where's Jasmine at right now? What because I always end up getting fixated on certain projects and I always miss out, and I'm always like, damn, this is another project I was looking for. Not I'm saying Jasmine, but what projects are you guys looking at right now? If you had 20 grand that you were like, about to throw into the market, what would you guys be buying in on? You tell me. Jasmine is looking not too bad right now. She is at a spot that 1.7 cent mark is a big spot for some support. It basically has come down somewhere near there. Didn't come necessarily on there. It came to 107.4, but somewhere damn near it. So, I mean, it's looking good. I will say I've never held any Jasmine because I always felt like I missed out on the boat. But if this thing drops down to some certain levels, bro, I'm going in on Jasmine. I'm not lying. If and I know people that have Jasmine, Crypto Queen, don't come in here fighting with me, all right? But if some people are holding Jasmine, just put a mute real quick. But if Jasmine goes down under a penny, I'm going crazy on Jasmine. All right? All right, you can unmute yourself. All right, so let's see here. So Demon said Toshi. He'd buy Toshi. Now, Demon, are you talking about just going crazy and throwing 20 grand on Toshi all at once? Or are you saying like that would be something you would, buy a chunk of? Toshi's on Binance, right? I'm sorry, Base. Still holding, bro. Base hasn't been anywhere decimated like Solana has, bro. It's still holding. I mean, 9%. That's awesome compared to like freaking everything that's on Solana right now. Is absolutely crazy. Toshi, I've heard a lot of people on Toshi. A lot of people on the channel always bring up Toshi. So Toshi would be probably a solid move as far as meme coins and Base. You gotta love Base, right? Chill Will said Bara. Now, Will, I've always messed with you, bro. Like, I mean, like, I feel you on the Bara, but I don't know if I would buy any Bara, bro. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think that Bara is a bad project. I don't know. Whenever you guys were screaming Bara to the moon and it was running to the moon, I was like, I'm staying away from it, right? And I mentioned the other day that Bara, it actually, I think when it bounced on one of these bounces right here, I said, what this reminds me of is Corgi AI, right? Because Corgi AI did something so similar where it ran up to that $1 billion market cap, and then it just basically, it would kind of just long term, when you look at the chart, it trended downward. I'm not saying nothing wrong with Bara, and I mean, technically, if from where it was at to where it's right now, price wise, it would be a steal. I just don't know if I would be confident in buying in on Bara. And it has nothing to do with Bara. It's really the Chronos ecosystem. The only thing I feel comfortable buying on Chronos is Call. That's the only thing that I feel comfortable buying on is Call, which I mentioned earlier. Demon said all in on Toshi, bro. He said he'd throw a whole 20 bands on Toshi. That's why you're probably going to get rich, bro, because you're going to take those risks right there. Excuse me. The Andy on BSC merging with Dione protocol. Is that what you're saying you'd buy? Demon, shots. Will, you see that? Demon said more like Bara. Are you saying barbecue chicken? Is that like a dish? Bara barbecue chicken? And you'd buy more Elon Mars or Elon Doja Dog Elon. Let's pull that up real quick. I'm scared to even look at Dog Elon, bro. What's going on? Dog Elon. I mean, it's not doing terrible. Look at this. I guess I didn't update this chart because one of my other charts. Hold on. Is this the same one? Yeah, there it is. I was like, bro, I remember when this thing ran recently and shot up to there. I said, mark my words, this thing is coming down just as fast. I was like, and you know why? because so many people that have been sitting in this project all back here for the last 3-4 years are most likely going to take advantage of this and jump out of the project just because that was their exit liquidity right there. So now you're getting back to a level where it's kind of it's been a spot, looks like it's already bounced off of a few times and it consolidates, right? But I don't know if I could buy in on this project. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. Doggy-Lawn, I bought Doggy-Lawn back in 2021 and made some money. I don't know if I can jump in on it again. I don't think I could, bro. Demon said later, guys, I'm going to the mountains and crying. Bro, it is rough out here, guys. It is rough out here. So we'll jump on Twitter. We already saw Michael's strategy just bought. Look at this. Can someone buy $2 billion worth of Bitcoin but the price doesn't move? What kind of scam is this? Crypto Rover. Oh, Rover, you know what happened, bro. My boy bought on OTC. The sell pressure is too high, bro. So you have Sailor that just bought 20,000 Bitcoin, and then you have El Salvador that just bought 7 Bitcoin. And I'm not saying that like to laugh. Like I'm saying like that's the difference. You have a country buying, that keeps adding to their bag, right? But they bought 7. I think it was 2 weeks ago they bought like another 7 or something. But you have Michael Saylor coming through and buying 20,000 plus Bitcoin in just one scoop. Freaking insane. Here we go, guys. We're getting close to that spot. Maybe we're going to come run up and test that area live, and we'll see how this plays out. Look at that look at this candle, guys. This shit's crazy. The stock market today, it didn't have a great day. I'm like looking at it right now, it was down. The S&P was down 0.5%. NASDAQ was down 1.2%. Dow Jones was technically up slightly. The dollar has kind of flatlined. It is down, but it has kind of flatlined. This is crypto manipulation right now at its finest. We have a lot of FUD in crypto right now. Let's see if we're going to actually come down and slap this or not. Here it comes, guys. Here it comes. Let's zoom in a little bit so we can see it live. I'm so pissed I closed my short. I really am. I closed it at 93,000. And then like 5 minutes later, we were at like 92.5. I was like, damn. Should have kept that. We're definitely going to come down. We're 100% coming down to this 91.9. 100%. There's no stopping it now. The question is where are we going? We're going to go to that 91.9, but are we going to do something where we break down a little bit below? Right? Or next stop, if we don't find some support soon or close to this 91.9 area, the 88.8 is on the menu for tonight, guys, or tomorrow. I can't believe that Solana is down 15% today, guys. It blows my mind. Let's see if Twitter's got anything to say about this. Look at this. 3 hours ago, President Millie. That was dude from hold on here. I don't even know if we should.
What the fuck, Solana? What the fuck? fuck? Presidente Miguel, tú hiciste esto. Requete pinga. Presidente Miguel. Fuck you, Presidente Miguel. Suck my fucking dick.
Whoa. This is a kids channel, guys. I don't even think they're playing around. I really don't. So it says the president from Argentina, Javier, Kanye West, Dave Portnoy, and Bybit. That's what they're saying. That's their reason. Now, Dave Portnoy, you guys know, dude lost millions of dollars on that on the president of Argentina's scam Memecoin, and they freaking Solana refunded him his money. I told you, I said this, I think this was on the member stream. I said this was a bad look. They should not have done it. I think this was worse than letting Dave get scammed and him coming out. You know, I like Dave, but him coming out crying, I think it would have been better off than what they did. They freaking refunded him $5 million. He lost more, but they gave him $5 million back in Solana off the scam. Was not a good look. Not a good look at all. Nope. There's music. Let's see here. It says new traders buying Solana at 250 last month. That little baby's gonna be smart. Solana community right now. Which president was better for crypto? $250 Solana or $140 Solana? Damn, these people are going crazy. I don't even know if we can even go through any of this stuff. Hey, that's us. This is crazy, guys. Did we bounce? Looks like we came close. We went to about 92,000 so far. Dropped down to about 92. Bro, I'm still over here like I can't believe this. Twitter's going crazy right now. What is going on, guys? This is exactly what it's like, bro. This is what it feels like in the stream right here. This was literally like a few months ago, and it's like now it just feels like it's just us. It's just me and you. That's it. Let's see what this guy's saying.
Seen its price drop as low as something like one. Devastation in the crypto markets this morning, primarily across Solana, which has seen its price drop as low as something like 155 at the moment. It feels like everything is imploding, although it's not, but it does feel that way, and the price is headed towards probably somewhere near 137 at the moment. At least that's how the technicals are looking.
Let's test his technicals out. No diddy on that one. Yo, you know what's funny? As look, my boy was right. We have a spot marked at 137. Look at this. We have a support level at 137, which we came close to 138. Damn, where was I at when this just did this? 138. Was this just recently? Obviously. Like I said, I've been accumulating Solana. So, you know, earlier I bought Solana at like 150, and I was like, I bought like a bunch of Solana, right? And I was like, I put my phone down. I'm like, I was like, I don't think I want to sit in that position. I was like, I don't like it. And I sold it. It was like 151, right? And I swapped it all back to USDC. I was like, But now I've been buying back at around 140, somewhere around there. And I'm going to continue. You know, as we drop down, I'm going to start like I said, I'm going to continue to accumulate Solana. So I personally, I know this is going to just pass over, but I mean, there could be a lot more pain ahead of us. That's why I'm not going crazy and buying all at once, You know, so that 137
the other
was a
thing
spot.
that came out in the Solana ecosystem last night was that Pump Fund is testing a new swap functionality, meaning that they're not going to be dependent on Radium, the previous provider of liquidity pools once they graduated from Pump Fund. This means all of the trading can maintain within the Pump Fund ecosystem. Jupiter's price also dropped as a result. I don't think those products are dead, but it's not good when all the activity is happening on Pump Fund. The other positive side, though, is MicroStrategy bought $2 billion of Bitcoin, at least announced that they have. The SEC dropped charges against Robinhood for their crypto product. And we also saw that Bybit, who was hacked Friday for $1.5 billion, now has reserves at a 1-to-1 basis, which is incredibly positive and a rapid turnaround. That said, it feels as gloomy as Florida does right now.
Told you guys it was raining down here.
These markets. I'll be back later this afternoon with more breaking news from the crypto markets.
I've never seen this guy, but I like him. Nick O'Neill, I like him. Yeah, I like that. Dramatic. Yeah, guys. What is this? What's this? Hold on, we can't. No music. Oh, look, it says meet the person I advised. Meet the person I advised to buy Solana at $290 this year. He's like, I'm not looking over, bro. Is he still there? Oh man, guys. Phantom wallet. Solana's under $160. Look. Oh my god. Bro. I can't watch that again. Are you kidding me right now? Oh my god. Twitter's going crazy, guys. Twitter is literally going crazy, guys. This is insane. Let's see what this guy's saying.
Happening with Solana. How has the Bybit situation got even stranger, weirder, and potentially worse? And another cryptocurrency hack we need to discuss right now. So
I don't have time for that. Don't have time for that one, guys. Oh man, look. Oh my god. Oh my G. Oh gee. So we just flew right by 91.9. We literally just flew right by 91.9, guys. Oh my gosh. Holy hell. So at some point, hopefully we can find some support. 91.5 is the last time when we saw this big drop. That was the last spot that we found some support. I'm telling you guys this right now before we leave, that if we don't find some support somewhere either at 91 or one of these spots right here, 91.2, 91.3, somewhere around one of these last spots that we've dropped to and we bounced, if we don't find support at one of those levels, we're going down to $88,000, guys. I'm not saying this to scare you, and it shouldn't be 88,000 still crazy high, but I mean from where we were at to where we could be heading, that's a big move. That's a big move right there. So, guys, tomorrow tomorrow's stream, if we're still like this, it's gonna be crypto. It's gonna be a crypto therapy session. All right, I'll be here. You can just let it all out, and I will be here, and we'll talk about it. So hopefully that was the bounce right there. I'm not expecting us to bounce at all, but at some point we are going to find a bottom. So hopefully it's well before this 88K, but yeah, we're in it, guys. We're in it. So you're going to look back and you're like, where were you at during this drop? Where were you at? You were right here watching the stream. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. We're going to be fine. I'm going to keep buying my Solana while everybody's shitting themselves, right? And accumulating other stuff. But with that being said, keep your heads up. We'll be fine. Honestly, if you're not making any money right now and you're wondering if you have a little bit extra money, I would definitely look into picking up, grabbing the member stream. It's literally $5. You're in it for a month. I've been literally talking about what I'm doing. I made money today, right? And I've been making money for the last week in regards to what I've been doing on my particular moves with leverage trading. I'm not just opening up a leverage trade. There's thought behind it, right? So with that being said, think about checking that out. We make money during these times. But other than that, if you can't, it is what it is, right? You just have to ride it out. No diddy. All right, guys. With that being said, VG, hopefully we bouncing, bro. Hopefully we're bouncing, all right? Bitcoin at 91K, Mally. I know, bro. I know. Breaking news, 91K, bro. Like I said, if we don't hold something soon at one of these areas that we bounced at before, we're going down to 88. So we'll see the bounce. Hopefully we bounce. Other than that, guys, keep your heads up. We've been through this. We're going to be fine. It sucks. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of the volatility. All right, guys? With that being said, I will be right back here tomorrow, same time. Hopefully everything's good and we talk about some more cheery kind of stuff, but it is what it is, guys. All right, you guys be safe out there. I'll see you guys tomorrow, all right?